And a very good morning from Parque Warner here in Madrid for my very first visit. You're watching Adventure Planet, where today the short trip out to Spain begins. So excited to be at this park for the first time. It always is exciting, isn't it? Being in a park for the first time, getting in, checking it all out, not really knowing what to expect. Really cannot wait. There's 7 coasters here in this park, split across 5 themed areas, one of which is a DC Universe area, which I can't wait to see. And you know what? This park has kind of been on my radar for some time now. However, it's not really been that high up on the priority list. However, last year when Batman Gotham City Escape opened, I thought, you know what, have to make a more concerted effort to come down to this park and check that out. Of course, that is the coaster that I'm going to be making a beeline for as soon as the gates open. Yeah, really looking forward to checking it all out. We're going to be here through till 10 o'clock today, which is when the Halloween Scary Nights event starts. That goes all the way through till 3 o'clock in the morning, so it is going to be a long day today. The Halloween event will be coming up in a separate vlog on the channel really soon. Cost of admission for this one then in advance online at €29.90, and it's €14 to park your car here. Park hours today 12 p.m. right the way through till 8 o'clock. Let's go. And the gates are now open then here at Parque Warner Madrid, but I gotta say, I love the entrance area here. This is really nice, isn't it? Bugs and Daffy there with the big Warner Brothers logo in the middle. Yeah, nice photo op that. Yeah, really nice. This park actually opened all the way back in 2002 as Warner Brothers Movie World Madrid. And I do love a good studio park. Nice fountain package at the entrance here as well. Kind of globe on the top there, another nice photo op. Like all the kind of pathways around here as well, all really nice. And then the Parque Warner Madrid entrance here. Yeah, it looks really nice. I like what they've done with all the pumpkins here for Halloween. they go right across here. Look at that. All the pumpkins. Yeah, really looking forward to the Halloween event a little bit later on. Unfortunately, however, we've not got the typical Spanish weather for today. It looks okay now, but there is forecast quite a bit of rain later on, especially this evening during that Halloween event. So I really hope it's not going to be too much of a washout. We'll have to wait and see. We'll make the most of it, even if it is. And we've just come through those entrance turnstiles then into the park itself. And look at that big archway there. That looks great, doesn't it? Parque Warner Madrid there with the big Warner Brothers logo. Absolutely fantastic. And here we are into the park itself. The big trees here, all the buildings. You know what? It really has a feel of Hollywood Studios in Florida. It really does. I love a good movie park. All these buildings around here, the pumpkins at the back. Who are these guys? They're all nicely dressed up for Halloween, aren't they? Nice little photo up there. This is a shame. Big old fountain here. I bet that would have looked nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be working at the moment. It's all dry. That's a bit of a shame. But that would have looked really nice. Got all the lights in there as well. Obviously undergoing maintenance of some sort. Front page off to the right there. Look at these pumpkins. Oh, they look great. They're huge. Wow. What else we got around here? Got a bakery there, Beverly Hills Bakery. Got the department store just through here. Sunset Suites. And like I say, this park is actually split into 5 themed areas, Hollywood Boulevard being one of them, which is obviously the area that we've come into first here. Hollywood Collection through there, all your merch shops. And look at this. We even got Grauman's Chinese Theatre here. Of course we have. Oh wow, now it's really like being back in Hollywood Studios. Sunset Boulevard, here we go. Oh, I do love all these buildings. It's fantastic. Got a Starbucks through here. Do you fancy a coffee? Some more department stores around here. Oh, and there it is. Right in front of us. Batman Gotham City Escape. Look at that. With the combi towers in the background as well. It's the main draw for me. Intamin multi-launch coaster. I cannot wait to get on that. That's what I'm heading for first. Oh, but look at Grauman's. What's this? Was he carrying a carpet? Oh, he's fantastic. Got a toy store just off to the left. All the music playing around here. Look at this. It's a pumpkin Marilyn Monroe. Wow. I tell you what. Some of these are absolutely fantastic. I really do like that. Oh well, so far, really impressed with this. Really do love the entrance. Love all the Halloween decor around, all those statues, they're great. Some great photo ops. And then if you go, obviously, you've got the other areas here. You've got the Old West Territory, Cartoon Village, Warner Brothers Studio, DC Superheroes World, and of course Hollywood Boulevard, which is where we are now. Love all these buildings. Melrose Boutique just through there. Look at these hands holding up the pumpkins, that's cool. Hollywood Market right in front of us. Oh, look at the top hat on Batman Gotham City Escape. Look at all these figures. They're absolutely everywhere. Pumpkin Gardener there. You've got Pumpkin Weightlifter coming up. Singing in the Rain Pumpkin. Charlie Chaplin Pumpkin. Look at this. This is absolutely phenomenal. Oh, the Halloween tune. There he is. Oh, nice and spooky. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what all these pathways are going to look like a little bit later on during Halloween Scary Nights. So many photo ops around here, it's fantastic. Casablanca patio, there he is. I tell you what, they've done an absolutely phenomenal job, and of course the Halloween event hasn't even started yet. As I said in the intro, that will be coming up in a separate vlog. That starts at 10 p.m. tonight, all the way through till 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh wow, look at this. That looks great over the back there. Look at that. And there she is, selling all her fruit there. Oh, that music. So creepy. Oh, and there it goes. It is testing slowly over that top hat. Wow, that is a slow take. Oh, really looking forward to getting on this and experiencing it. Of course, it opened just last year, and I'm assuming the entrance to it is going to be down this way. I'm not really too sure. But look at all this coaster track. Here it comes. Ah. Glorious. Cannot wait. Oh, you can just hear those launches. Yeah, like I say, it opened last year, manufactured by Intamin. 4 inversions on this one, speeds of 64 miles an hour. And it's about 147 feet high. And I absolutely cannot wait to get on this. Looks like there's a great stall just over the back here. And yeah, it's just one of those rides that I was kind of following the construction of, and you know, I knew that that was going to be the ride that would bring me down to this park. Really looking forward to experiencing it, I've got to say. Wow. Yeah, pathway is very quiet at the moment. Just off to the right here, looks like we've got the Old West Territory. There we are. Very quiet through there, but look at this. More of the Halloween decor here. Oh wow, look at that. Well, the skeletons here. Oh, I find myself getting so sidetracked in this park. Oh, these look great. Look at him in the stocks there. What an absolutely brilliant bit of theming. That's great. Oh, all the coffins, all the gravestones. I mean, I'm assuming this is for Halloween Scary Nights. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this kind of theme sort of fits the Old West Territory anyway, but I'm sure it is Halloween. This definitely is here. Big skull. More coffins, skeletons there. That looks great. And it's 12:30 now, and they've just opened the gates. So 30-minute delay. Love this statue here. That looks really cool. And here we go. Batman Gotham City Escape. Oh, through the iron gates. And here we go. Not too sure on the queue times here. There's quite a few people waiting. But we'll see how it goes. Again, like the buildings around here, it's all really nice. Free Wayne Manor tours today. Oh, there we are. And here we go. We'll have to take a look at the queue line, see if there's any theming around here. Now, unfortunately, I can't take you on the rides today. I wish I could. But unfortunately, they don't allow it. But I'll give you my thoughts as soon as I come off. Put plenty of off-ride footage in.
People of all ages to Wayne Manor's garden.
And here we are in Wayne Manor's garden. Bit of a cattle pen queue going through to here. We'll see what it's like inside the manor. And here we are in Wayne Manor then. Yeah, look at this. This looks great. Kind of spooky vibes in here. Wayne Industries. All the bookshelves.
Hogar del conocido filántropo de la ciudad de Gotham, Bruce Wayne. Como parte de un programa de divulgación impulsado por la comunidad, el señor Wayne generosamente ha decidido abrir las puertas de su espectacular mansión a los residentes de la ciudad de Gotham e invitarles personalmente a recorrerla.
Oh, and here we go. Just been given a tour of Wayne Manor. And the Joker decided to crash the party, so now we're evacuating. Oh. Spooky. Here we go. Oh, we got all the flashing lights in the corridor here. So atmospheric. Oh, wow. Oh, look at this. I'll tell you what, there's some great theming in this queue line. Got some details of the trains on there. Oh, this looks great. Wow, look at that. Got all the weapons in the back here. All the grenades at the top. Oh, this is great. And it is a little bit dark here, but you can see that you do have a test seat here if you just want to check out the dimensions before you get on the ride. It's a shame that this isn't actually at the very front of the queue back outside, because I'm assuming that sometimes this queue is going to get very, very busy. So yeah, it's weird that the test seat is so far into the queue line. A little bit strange, that one. But here we go. Down into Gotham City Transit. Oh, this is great. I gotta say, I do love the theming for this queue line. This kind of Gotham City Transit here. It's like we're in kind of an old school subway station here. All this kind of tiled walling here. And there's the station just through here. There we go. Oh, the flickering lights. Oh, it looks absolutely brilliant. Really hope the ride matches up to this. Time to get on. And I have just had my very first ride on Batman Gotham City Escape then. You know what? I really enjoyed that. Starting off with the queue line, that was really cool actually. You kind of go into Wayne Manor, a little bit of a pre-show there where you're about to kind of take a tour of the manor if you like, and then it's interrupted by the arrival of the Joker, and then there's kind of this emergency evacuation that takes place. You go through kind of this hidden bookshelf into all these kind of dark corridors. That's where you see all kind of the red flashing lights and things. You then go into obviously kind of the basement or the kind of cave area if you like of the manor, where you've got all the kind of computers around and the suits and the weapons. That all looked really cool. And then you go through into like basically Gotham City Transit. It's like this kind of old school subway system really. All the walls are all nicely tiled, you've got the lighting around there. I tell you what, I really was impressed with the queue line. Really nicely themed, very atmospheric. And then you get into the station itself, and yeah, it really does look brilliant. You've got the doorway that opens in front of you when the ride starts to set off. Running 2 trains at the moment, 3 cars per train, seating arrangement 2 by 2 for a total of 12 riders per train. And yeah, the ride itself, it was great. Hey, I tell you what. Yeah, straight away from the start, you go through that door, you've got a great Joker animatronic. He's kind of sat on like a, I don't know, it's like a cannon or something. And then straight away, that's where you got the first launch, straight into it, into that launch, pretty snappy, into this corkscrew that you can see behind me. And it's weird because you are kind of launched out of that station area, but you take this corkscrew really quite slow. Good hang time in there, and then straight off of that corkscrew, you're into the second launch, which takes you into that top hat. And I gotta say, yeah, I'm not too sure about it, to be honest. It was good. The launch was good, going up into the top hat. Yeah, you know, I love a good top hat. It was very strange the way you come over it very slowly. There's actually brake fins up there, and it stops you from coming over at your usual speed. You're kind of hanging at the top for quite a bit. I believe it's story-based. There is onboard audio, not a soundtrack, but kind of a story playing. And something is being said up there. It's in Spanish, obviously I don't know what's going on, but I think that is kind of story focused. I'm not too sure. I think I do prefer the top hats when you just go over, get a nice bit of airtime out of them. But you know, it was different at least. Straight out of that top hat then, you get a great bit of airtime on this airtime hill just here. That was probably the best bit of airtime of the ride actually. That was really good. You're then into a reverse sidewinder, a couple of more twists and turns, into another corkscrew, 4 inversions on this ride. And yeah, and then you come back round here and you've got the third and final launch, which was probably the best of the 3, and that takes you around this bit of track that you can just see to the right of me here into an absolutely glorious stall. And I tell you what, if it wasn't for Hyperia, I think that would have been the best stall that I've ever done. Hyperia, still the best in the game in my opinion, but that was brilliant. Some great hang time on that stall. And then right at the end, yeah, it's kind of a bit weird. It feels like you're almost going to go through a bit more of the layout, but you go into a spike and then it's the end of the ride. You sort of go into the spike, which almost acts as a brake really for the ride, and then you kind of reverse back onto a turntable. A few more animatronics in there. You've got Joker hanging upside down, he's all tied up, and then you kind of, the turntable turns you around through the doorway back into the station. Very weird ending, very weird top hat, but I gotta say, really enjoyed that ride. Cannot wait to get a night ride on it later on during Halloween Scary Nights. Really impressed, really comfortable, no rattle on the train or anything like that. And yeah, like I say, front row ride, fantastic. I'll try and get a back ride a little bit later on today, but for now though, we're gonna head a little bit further into the park and see what else we can find. And there she goes, into that absolutely awesome stall. I tell you what, I'm still buzzing after my ride on that. I really am. But yeah, just thought I'd check out some of the theming around here in DC Superheroes World. Yeah, this all looks really good, doesn't it? Big Joker sign on the top here. You got the grill just in front of us. All this theming along these streets here. Gotham City arcades here. You got like this tram line that kind of goes across here, or you know, what's supposed to be a tram line, I guess. You've got this massive stage here as well. I'm not quite sure if there is a show today, but yeah, definitely a stage of some kind here. Looks quite well themed. All the seating around. You've got kind of this central piece in the middle here as well, like this big lantern, big torch kind of thing. Yeah, looks quite nice. Got the Crime Alley Night of Chaos just off to the left there. Not quite sure what that is, but the facade is based on a museum there. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that is. Could be a show? Another ride, perhaps? Looks like it could be a show. And then to the left, you got the Ace Chemical store there. That's all your merchandise store. It's actually where you come out of from Batman Gotham City Escape, the little merch shop. Oh. Absolutely phenomenal ride. I like all these wanted signs around as well. That's pretty cool. And the entrance just to the left there, still on a 20-minute wait. But I thought what I'd do is I thought I'd head back round this way. I made a beeline, obviously, for Gotham City Escape, but I thought I'd head back round to the Old West Territory and do the areas kind of in order, if you like. Oh, once this ride has warmed up later on, it's going to be even better. Some great views of the ride through here as well, in Gotham City Park. And the thing is, the trains are so short for this ride as well, just 3 cars, so it means it's really nice and whippy. And here we go, back into the Old West Territory. My buddies the Skeletons again. Hey! Oh, the screams. That reverse sidewinder is great as well. Do like a reverse sidewinder. Here we are. Some more skeletons. Undertaker and Dentist through here. Oh, it looks like we got a shoot the chute style ride just over the back there. Just like Tidal Wave, however, it's looking very dry. I don't think that's in operation. What do you got here? Is that? Oh, that's it here, I think. Cataratas Salvajas? I have no idea. My Spanish is about as good as my Swedish, unfortunately. So, yeah, I'll do my best to pronounce things, but can't promise any wonders. You got all the sweet shops here. Oh yes, do like the theming here. Very Old West. Still got all that spooky music playing as well. All these Halloween decorations here. Look at that. All the purple and black. There's a whiskey toss. Some more shops, food stalls. That's a great photo op there, isn't it? Oh, so much Halloween decor around. It's absolutely brilliant. Pistoleros. Here he is. Oh yeah, love the theming around here. Someone just had the fright of their life. Not quite sure what happened there. Rio Bravo, yeah, as you can see on the cue board down here, very quiet in the park today, which is great for me. Got another 6 coasters to get on here, but yeah, as you can see, highest queue time is currently Batman Gotham City Escape, still on 20 minutes. Rio Bravo. Oh, look at this, it looks absolutely amazing. They really go to town with the Halloween decorations here, don't they? All the skeletons on the top, all the pumpkins, all the corn. Look at this, they're absolutely everywhere. It's got a very Dias de los Muertos feel about this. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I was going to say, there's definitely that feel about it. All the skeletons, all very colourful around here. Nice and vibrant. Oh, looks like a great photo op in here as well. Ah, they look great. Oh, they've also got Expedientes Warren here, the Conjuring universe, which is one of the scare mazes for a little bit later on during Halloween Scary Nights. But I thought I'd head down this way and follow the signs to Coaster Express. There we go, one of the park's originals, this one, an Intamin wooden coaster. And here we are then at Coaster Express. Oh, look at the size of this. What a beast, 4,500 feet of track on this one. And by the looks of it, just a 5-minute wait, so nice and quiet down here as well. I'll take that. As much as I do like a park to be busy for that vibe and atmosphere, when it is a park that I've never done before, it's always nice when you get walk-on rides. Here we go, straight through. There it comes. And like I say, one of the park's originals, opened back in 2002. And from what I've seen, there's 2 absolutely huge helixes on this ride. And that's a pretty cool piece of theming here in the queue line. I gotta say though, I hope this doesn't happen on my ride. What's happened to the seat there? And here we go then, row 2 on Coaster Express, walk-on ride. Do like the station in here, some good detailing. All the posters on the walls, the boiler and the pipes in the ceiling, all looks really nice. But here we go, row 2. I just had my ride on Coaster Express then, one of the park's originals here, opened back in 2002, built by Intamin, but originally designed by the Roller Coaster Corporation of America. And yeah, it wasn't too bad. I gotta say, it was shaking like crazy, lots of vibration on there, and just the trains just shaking from side to side practically the whole way through. And to be honest, it should just be called the Helix ride or something, because that's essentially all it really consists of. 2 absolutely huge helixes, well over 500 degrees, and that's pretty much all there is to the ride really. You get to the top of this 120-foot lift hill, some good views over the park, and then essentially the first drop is into that first helix, and then you just kind of bank around a little bit, and then you're into another massive helix. A couple of very small pops of airtime towards the end of the layout, and then you're into the brake run, and that's essentially it. Yeah, not my favorite wooden coaster by a long way, but it was still good to get on it, and like I say, some good views from the top of the lift hill. And a little flat ride that they've got in the area then is Los Carros de la Mina. Yeah, it's like a little mini breakdance attraction. Quite well themed, this one as well. And another ride that they do have here in the Old West Territory area is the Rio Bravo, which is a log flume attraction, but unfortunately it's another water ride that is down. And as you can see, it looks like this might not have seen any action in quite some time actually. Oh, the trough's empty here, it's looking quite rusted. And this building here has definitely seen better days as well. You've got the door at the top there that's kind of swinging open. Yeah, it does look kind of neglected, to be honest. I'm not sure when this was last in action. You can still see all the boats are all kind of queued up in the station over the back there, but yeah, it does look very neglected, this. Not sure when this last ran. Let me know in the comments if you've got any ideas. It's a shame really, because for the weather today, it is feeling quite warm. It would have been nice to have gone on this, and from the pictures that I've seen of this attraction, it does look like quite a good log flume. So yeah, it's a shame to see it like this really. Maybe we'll get it next time. And there is the entrance to what would have been Rio Bravo, and there's no signage outside the front to say how long it's going to be down for. It just says out of service. Yeah, it's a shame to see that really. You've got a couple of spots of rain falling now. It looks like the roaming actors are starting to come out. Look at him. Oh. Very creepy. Here you got some more of them out down here as well. Here he is. He's seen better days as well. Ooh. All right, we're going to continue on down through the Old West Territory then. Let's see what else we've got down here. I'm starting to get a little bit hungry, to be honest. I do like this centerpiece down here, this kind of blood red fountain. That looks really cool. A little food kiosk just to the left here. Ice creams. I really hope that a lot of these pathways are going to be full of scare actors later on. Got a main restaurant just through here, El Rancho by the looks of it. Some more Dia de los Muertos theming around. All this corn around here. We've got another stage here as well. Some coffins. Yeah, look at this. All the water kind of a blood red for Halloween. Really, really impressed with the Halloween theming that I've seen so far. Oh, look at this here, the big crow on the top. Y'all come back. Certainly will be a little bit later on. Look at the size of this skeleton. This is absolutely phenomenal. Here he is. Got his pumpkins there. Oh, look at the size of him. He's great, he's huge. Fantastic photo op. Wow, absolutely huge. Love it. As we come out of the Old West Territory now then and enter into Cartoon Village. And obviously I don't need to explain that this is obviously the kids area. And there she goes then, the Tom and Jerry coaster. Hey! Zero Tivoli, just like the one at Oakwood Treetops Coaster. There she comes. Just a one-lap special, this one. One of the large double figure 8 models. I gotta say, I'm not entirely sure about the theming on this one. Feels a little bit misplaced. I'm not really too sure what it's got to do with Tom and Jerry. I mean, you got this fork on the Zero car here. Oh, sounds great. Do love the sound of a Zero Tivoli, but yeah, I'm not too sure about the theming on this one. You've got like this big slice of cake here, you've got a banana here, and all these kind of ants, and this big carton of orange juice in the middle. I'm not quite sure what any of that's got to do with Tom and Jerry, to be perfectly honest. This here actually reminds me of K3 Roller Skater in Plopsaland, the way it kind of goes through there. But yeah, I'm not sure about the theming on that one. There is kind of a bottle of what's called catsup over the back there, which says you can put it on food or mice, and there is a picture of Tom on that, but aside from that, that's about it really. Yeah, a bit of a strange one that. This one actually is one of the park originals. It did actually come from Six Flags Fiesta Texas, this, which is quite interesting. Of course, this park was actually owned by Six Flags for the first 2 years of its operation. Then in 2004, Six Flags sold all of their European parks, and it's now owned by Parks Reunidos, I think. I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong. But yeah, they're the park's owners as of 2004. I gotta say, I do like this Cartoon Village. It's all well themed here. Got one of the Jetsons spaceships there. There you go, the Jetsons. Vaca Polo something. Get all your smoothies in there, all your ice creams. Got some merchandise stores all around here. Again, all nicely themed, Cartoon Network branding on there. Cartoon classics. We have got another coaster here somewhere. This is nice as well. Nice photo of it. There's Porky Pig there. And the SS Daffy. And there's Bugs on the top as well. You know, the music playing around here. You've got some more Halloween theming. There's Taz, being the little devil that he is. Here he is. Great photo of here as well with the big pumpkin. Looney Tunes Park. There we are. Yeah, we do have a Mack Rides Youngstar coaster around here somewhere as well, themed on Roadrunner, I do believe. That's pretty cool. Suffering Succotash Street. Yeah, you got lots of kiddies flat rides around here as well. This one looks quite unique. I can see the Mack Rides coaster just over the back. We'll grab a ride on that as well. Some more Halloween theming around here, all the pumpkins. Little teacups ride off to the left. And of course we will get a ride on Tom and Jerry. Let's head on over. And I've made my way round to the entrance then of Tom and Jerry Picnic at El Park. There we are. And there's Tom salting the fish. Poor old fish. Just a 5-minute wait for this one. Expecting a walk-on. Let's go. Just had a walk-on ride on the Tom and Jerry coaster then. Yeah, really enjoyed my ride on that. Nothing too special to talk about. Typical Zero Tivoli, really. As I make my way over to Convoy de Camiones. Little track ride here. There we go. Looks like it's all Yogi Bear theming here. You can see over the back there with the trees, there's Yogi. And the sheriff, or the park ranger, I should say. Yeah, it all looks really nice around here. Looks like you've got a water park, some kind of splash park towards the back there. Convoy de Camiones, there we are. And just through here, actually, the teacup ride that I mentioned earlier, it is all Scooby-Doo themed. It looks really good, actually. Scooby-Doo's Tea Party Mystery. There's a sign up there. It's all really well themed around here. Oh, they're loving it. All this on the front here, and all the teacups as well, with all the theming on. There's Scooby in the middle. Nice bit of theming here. Yeah, it looks like that over the back there is a splash park that is currently closed. There is a full-on water park here, Parque Warner Beach, which unfortunately I won't have time to explore this trip, but it is something I would like to do. Yeah, this is definitely the busiest area of the park so far. It looks like quite a nice restaurant, that, actually. Here he is, Porky Pig. That is his diner. There he is up there. Hey! Yeah, good little photo op there as well. And here we are, the entrance to the next coaster. Correcaminos Bip Bip. I think that loosely translates to Roadrunner Beep Beep, maybe? I'm not too sure. Not sure at all. But yeah, we'll head through here. Just see it in the background. Yeah, actually looking forward to this one. Do like a Mack Rides Youngstar. Not actually ridden one since Energylandia, actually. Let's get on. And here he comes. Look at him on there. I love the Zero car. That's cool. And I really enjoyed my ride there then on Correcaminos Bip Bip. Really, really fun. Love a Mack Rides Youngstar coaster, and this one was no exception. Walk-on ride, really nice and smooth. Some great elements in there. Theming around the layout wasn't that great. There was a couple of Roadrunner statues, a couple of anvils and bombs, things like that. But it was the trains that really made that. Lovely design with the Acme Rocket and Wile E. Coyote on the front. Yeah, really, really did enjoy that. Gonna try and find myself some food now then as I make my way out of Cartoon Village, and then we'll be exploring the rest of Parque Warner Madrid. And as I do make my way out of Cartoon Village then, there's some more great examples of the Halloween decor around here. It really is fantastic. Some more pumpkin scarecrows here. There they are. Looks like this is actually part of a Looney Tunes dance festival, apparently. Look at that through there, all the pumpkins. Teatro Cartoon. Yeah, some kind of theatre just back there. Shows at 1:30 and 4:30 by the looks of it. Halloween edition. There we are, another scarecrow pumpkin. And there's more of it down here. As we head back towards Hollywood Boulevard. Oh, these pumpkins here, look at this. Absolutely crazy. Oh, it's Bugs Bunny's house. There we are. Oh, you can actually visit Bugs Bunny at his house. That's nice. Large carrot seeds there, all the pumpkins. Pumpkins with the ghosts on. Hey, there he is. It's just everywhere you look. He's nice. He looks a little bit surprised, to be honest. I'm not quite sure what's just happened to him. Yeah, Sylvester and Tweenie playing golf. So many photo ops. It's crazy. And here we are, back into Hollywood Boulevard. And we got the Adventura to Scooby-Doo through here as well. That's nice signage. Oh, you know what? The signage for Scooby-Doo got me curious. Hey! It's an interactive dark ride with a 25-minute wait, and I saw that from the queue line, you could actually get a nice view of Gotham City Escape's awesome reverse sidewinder here. So I thought I'd come and get a shot, and then we'll go and see what the Scooby-Doo dark ride's all about. Like I say, not too bad for a 25-minute wait. Let's go take a look. Oh, this in here looks great. Look at the ride vehicles. Your own mystery machine. And here we go. I can take you on this one, which is good. Hey, I got my little laser gun here. Nice score. Oh. I don't know what I'm shooting. Scooby snacks. Just shoot all the sensors. Hey. Oh. This looks really good in here. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm shooting anything. Hey. Oh. There he is. Oh, this is really well themed in here. There he is. Look at that, that looks great. Oh, I've only got 500 points. That's probably really bad. Oh. Oh. What's up, Scoob? Oh, would have gotten away with it as well if it wasn't for those pesky riders. There he is. We caught him. We caught him, viewers. Oh. Oh no, 600 points. That's probably absolutely terrible. And an advertised wait of 25 minutes, waited just 5 for that interactive dark ride on the Adventures of Scooby-Doo, and I really enjoyed that, even though I got a pretty paltry score of 600 as we make our way back out of Cartoon Village, back into Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah, this is the other entrance into Cartoon Village here. There we are. Nice bit of signage. This guy looks pretty scary, doesn't he? Not exactly welcoming people in. Look at the face on that. And I just thought I'd show you a quick look at the Parque Warner Madrid park map then, just to show you what we've seen and what we've got yet to see. Obviously it was here that we made our way into this morning. This is obviously the main entrance with the fountain that wasn't working, and then we kind of headed up through here. This is all the Hollywood Boulevard area, and we made our way through to Batman Gotham City Escape, which kind of takes precedence in the center of that map. We then made our way up this way into the Old West territory where we rode Coaster Express, and then made our way down into the Cartoon Village, which is this area here. Quite a sizable area of the park actually. That's really well themed. Really impressed with that. Obviously we're back in the Hollywood Boulevard area now. We'll then make our way back up into DC Superheroes World, where we've got 2 more coasters to ride before coming down into the final area, which is the Warner Brothers Movie World Studios, where of course we've got Stunt Fall, and that is open today. It's just a 5-minute wait. Most of the rides today a complete walk-on, which is great. And an off-ride shot of Gotham City Escape, taking that top hat, and there she goes again. Hey, you know, I'm still not quite sure what I think about that hold on the top hat there. Looking forward to getting my second ride on it a little bit later on. I'll see if I can hold on for a back row on that ride. As she's just about to come back into that corkscrew. Oh. Looks like it's running 3 trains now, and I tell you what, if there's one thing that is great about that ride, it's the current operations. They are getting trains sent out what feels like every 30 seconds. Really fantastic ops. And unfortunately, I've come back into DC Superheroes World because I thought, well, I'll come down to the Gotham City Grill to get some food, but unfortunately, it's completely closed. Yeah, it's pointing to Daily Planet off to the left, I think, or Porky's back off to the right. So we'll head down this way, see if we can find the Daily Planet. We'll get some food from there. Yeah, it's a bit shocking, really, because I think that's one of the main restaurants here in DC Superheroes. Strange to see it closed. Look at all the games around here. Wow, lots of game stores. Got some freestyle Coke machines there. More games where you can win your Tweety Birds, your Bugs Bunnies. Taz is up there as well. Oh wow, this entire section is all just game stores. We've got a flat right off to the left here. What's this? Oh, it's a top spin. Oh wow. Invertatron, Lex Luthor's Invertatron. That is really nicely themed. Yeah, I do like that. Wow, that is very cool. And of course, Alton Towers will hopefully be getting potentially a new top spin for next year as part of Project Ocean. Just a 5-minute wait for Lex Luthor's Invertatron. Here we go. Looks like this is the Daily Planet off to the right here. Or is that Superman? No, I think that could be Superman. One of the coasters that we've got to do. Ben & Jerry's right in front here. Nice fountain package here with the Superman logo. That's nice. Yeah, I do like that. All these buildings around here are fantastic. Yeah, that looks to be the entrance to Superman, Attracción de Acero. And here we are in the Daily Planet then, the entrance of which was just to the right of the entrance of Superman. So yeah, I found it in the end, and I've grabbed myself a hot dog here, some fries, and of course the Coke Zero with Bugs Bunny on the front here. Yeah, and this came to just over £11, which isn't too bad at all really for this. I'm not quite sure why he thought I needed quite so many packets of sauce though. Your mayonnaise, your mustard, your ketchup here. Oh yeah, it's all here. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, real quite nice sizable hot dog as well. Yeah, looking forward to this. And after this, highlights will be coming up of a Batman and Robin stunt show just on the stage right outside.
Saludos cordiales de Harley Quinn y míos. Ay, siempre hay alguna ovejita perdida y todos los Vaya, esa ronda es mucho más directa que la que tenía. Así. ¡Harley! ¡Haga esa tu molesta antes de que aparezca! ¡Ya sabes quién! ¡Anda, mira! funcionando.
Some highlights there then of the Batman and Robin stunt show. And look, you know what, look, I'm here in Spain. Obviously it's all in Spanish. I had no idea what was happening in that show at all. But you know what, it was actually pretty good. There were some good fight sequences in there, some good dives from the top of the buildings. You had Harley Quinn in there, an appearance of the Batmobile. Obviously Robin comes in, and you had some pretty good pyro effects right at the end, which I almost missed. But yeah, without understanding the story or anything, some of the sequences, like kind of the bikes just doing the wheelies backwards and forwards in front of the camera with Batman fighting in the background, I kind of thought that was hilarious. But yeah, it was a good show to come and see, about 20 minutes in length, not bad at all. And some off-ride footage there then of Lex Luthor's Invertitron. And you know what, I actually thought that I would give that one a go after I've got all the coasters out of the way, but unfortunately, as far as top spins go, it didn't actually look the best. Not much spinning action on there at all, really, which is a little bit disappointing. So now I'll probably give that one a miss now. Got a nice themed wave swinger over here though. All themed on Mr. Freeze. Yeah, there we are. Current wait time of 10 minutes. I like all the icicles around here. That's pretty cool. But yeah, like I say, I do want to focus on those coasters, so we're going to head back down towards this way, where right in front of us we have Shadows of Arkham, which is your classic B&M invert, in a DC area that's not called Batman. Yeah, how shocking's that? Although, to be fair, it's only been a couple of years since the Batman name was dropped. Park Original, this opened in 2002, and through till 2016, it was actually called Batman the Escape, and then from 16 through to 22, it was just called Arkham Asylum. And that actually featured VR, so thank God they got rid of that 2 years ago. And then, yeah, from 22 onwards, it just became known as Shadows of Arkham. Another 5-minute wait. I tell you what, I've been spoiled today at this park. That's great. Hey, there she goes. Looking forward to getting on this. The theming out here looks great. All right, let's head on. 5 minutes. And some more spooky queue line, I gotta say. The cleaner back there just gave me the fright of my life coming through here. I tell you, that was better than any scare maze. She was just sweeping the floor. I came around the corner and there she was. I think my soul has left my body. I like this, the old Joker here. That's cool. Yeah, it's a long queue line, this. Look at this. Oh, there's something really spooky about this being just such an empty queue line with all this weird theming around. What's going on in here? What was that? I'm assuming that's Poison Ivy's cell. I'm not too sure. Someone in here? Oh, there he is. The Joker. Oh, and here we go. 5 inversions on this one. Time for my ride. Let's go. Just had my ride on Arkham Asylum then, and yeah, it's everything I love about those Batman style B&M inverts. Nice and intense, good first drop straight into the loop and a 0G roll. There's a second loop in there as well, and then 2 really nice wing overs and a really intense helix. Speeds of 50 miles an hour. Yeah, really do feel the force in your legs on that one, and a really well themed queue line. Another walk on ride towards the back, nice and intense, just how I like it. Made my way down to Superman now then. This is a B&M Flawless coaster, another park original, 7 inversions on this one. You got that great fountain package behind. Let's jump on. And here we are in the station then, row number 6 for Superman. Love the red and yellow color scheme. Let's get on. Just had my ride on Superman then, and here he is behind me, looking all smug with himself. He knows he gives a good ride, doesn't he? And I tell you what, I really did enjoy that. Really nicely detailed queue line, and then the ride itself straight up into that 164-foot lift hill, which I gotta say gives some good views over the coaster itself, but also just the surrounding areas. Really does stretch off into the distance. Really nice that. Yeah, and the first drop, yeah, really nice and forceful into that first loop. You've got the Immelman into the 0G roll and a nice Cobra roll in there as well. I will say though that towards the end of the layout, just before one of the airtime hills, there was a trim brake, which did take quite a lot of the pace out of the ride. Not enough to not enjoy those interlocking corkscrews, which was a really nice touch. But yeah, just a little bit. I felt like it could have gone a little bit quicker towards the end of that layout. So that was a little bit of a shame. And I will also like to add that had an absolutely horrendous rattle towards the back. I've come off with that with a little bit of a headache, if I'm honest. Do enjoy a B&M Flawless every single time, but at the front of the train is where you want to be. Front row, if you can get it, is always the best place for a B&M Flawless. Anyway, going to head to the final area of the park now then. This is, of course, Warner Brothers Movie World, and this is where we will find the last coaster for us to obtain today. It is, of course, Stunt Fall. And as we leave smug Superman behind there, now we enter Warner Brothers Studios. Here we go. Warner Brothers Movie World. And I'll tell you what, I think there's a pretty epic show just off in this direction here that was happening while I was on my ride on Superman. It sounded fantastic. Lots of pyro and bangs and fireworks going off. I suspect I've probably missed the last show, as there is only 55 minutes now until 8 o'clock and park close. And there it is, Stunt Fall in the background. I've left this one to last for good reason. They don't really ride very comfortably. Yeah, it's a shame I've got a little bit of a headache after Superman, and now I've got to go on this. It is the Super Boomerang, the Mega Boomerang, or to give it its official name, the Giant Boomerang, manufactured by Vekoma. And like I say, yeah, I've not ridden one of these since Deja Vu. Six Flags Magic Mountain, that's going back some time. Pre-pandemic. Wow. Love all these buildings. More pumpkin people out the front here. Oh, they're everywhere. And as the sun starts to go down then, there is an up-close look at Stunt Fall. They're absolutely huge machines, these, aren't they? 177 feet, this one. Oh, those vertical lift hills. Oh, I know I am actually quite looking forward to my ride on there. I'm sure it won't be too bad. But right opposite Stunt Fall, yeah, look at this. We've got Osso Yogi. I'm assuming this is some kind of a splash battle type ride. You got some water guns here where you can turn the handles, get people wet, but it's another water ride that's down, which kind of leads me to believe that all the water rides are just down due to end of season maintenance. It just feels a little bit weird because it's still so warm here in Spain. You'd think that they would have kept them open a little bit longer. But yeah, the fact that this is the third water ride that's down that I've seen today leads me to believe that that is the case. Some great theming around here though, the big picnic basket here. Got little aeroplanes, there's Yogi up the top there. A little car over there as well. Park ranger. Look at this fish. It looks like quite a nicely detailed ride, this. And you got the dolphin here and then the massive Yogi over the back. All right, time to join the queue for Stunt Fall. It's the Warner Brothers movie parade. Here he is. There's Bugs. Hey. Oh, I love these floats. They're great. All the neon lighting on. Hey, there he is. Hey. Here he comes, this Scooby and his mystery machine. Hey. Oh, I love a bit of Scooby. Daffy Duck back there. We got Tweety Pies here. Hey. How you doing, Scoob? There's Daffy. Love the car. All the underground lighting there. Sylvester and Tweety. Hey. Love his costume. Look at that. There's the Acme rocket there. It's even got Roadrunner on the back. Love it. Yeah, this parade just kind of happened out of nowhere. I wasn't aware that there was going to be one. Hey. I'm not sure why Catwoman's riding it though. Has she stolen it? Harley Quinn there, the Joker. And here's the Batmobile. Here we go. Oh, the atmosphere is pumping around here. Look at that. Wow. That looks fantastic. Love it. Halloween has officially started. Oh, I got a zombie cheerleader here. Look at this. Oh, there he is. Oh, some great costumes and makeup here. Oh, the dead have risen. You got a plague doctor in the back there. Hey, there he is. Oh, he was giving me the eye. Oh, look at this float. That looks great. Wow. And that's all, folks. What an absolutely fantastic parade. That was great. And as the sun starts to set here at Parque Warner Madrid, then look at this backdrop. It looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? And what a way to end the night as well. Straight off my ride on Stunt Fall into that parade, which I wasn't even aware was happening. So it was great to see the floats and the characters all set to that music. Really was great. Stunt Fall, however, wasn't great at all. Not mincing words, it's riding rotten. Those rides should be banned, I swear. Yeah, no, it really was terrible. There's rattles, and then there's rattles that had. You could probably hear it on the off-ride footage that I've put in, especially going into that Cobra roll. It was just bordering on torturous. Really not a nice ride at all. But yeah, that Superman followed by Stunt Fall really hasn't done my head any favors. So between the hours of 8 and 10, which I have found out we do need to exit the park, I'm going to go back to the car, have a nice drink, a little bit of a calm down, maybe pop a tablet or two and give my head a bit of a rest. But before that, we'll head on back through the rest of Movie World and check out any merch as well at the exit of the park. And Jack's Fish Market is starting to look all nice and spooky now with all the Halloween lighting. Yeah, the park's getting a much spookier atmosphere. Love these witches' brooms up here in the lights. They look really nice. Oh, this is just giving us a little bit of a taster for what Halloween Scary Nights is going to be like a little bit later on. Studio Cafe through there. Love the water tower. And I've just come to check out the merch shop right at the entrance of the park now then. And unfortunately, a lot of it is just your very generic Warner Brothers merchandise. They have got a couple of pieces around here that's actually Parque Warner Madrid branded, but yeah, nothing really too special, to be honest. Some of these shirts are okay. Got the logo on here. And you got some hoodies as well with the Parque Warner Madrid logo on. But yeah, no ride merch, unfortunately. I was hoping for like a Batman Gotham City Escape hoodie or something, do you know what I mean? But yeah, unfortunately it is very generic in here. They do sell this nice mug though. Got the Parque Warner Madrid logo on the inside and all the coasters around the edge, including Batman Gotham City Escape. So that's good. 16 euros for that one, which isn't too bad. But yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more ride merch. But yeah, some nice pieces in here regardless. That's quite nice. You got the Parque Warner Teddy as well. Here he is. Oh, and here we go then. In the merch shop just opposite, we've got some Batman Gotham City Escape merch. Nice hoodie, but it's not embroidered. That feels a little bit cheap on there. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to get that one, unfortunately. Yeah, down the sleeve as well. Feels like that's going to come off after a couple of washes. But they have got some other bits here as well. Got this Gotham City Escape t-shirt there. That's quite nice. On the back, you've just got the Parque Warner Madrid logo. Got a nice cap there. That's not embroidered either. Usually the caps are, but this one isn't. But I do like this mug. Really nice embossed mug there. Gotham City Escape. That looks really, really cool. Really do like that. 16 euros. That's definitely going to go in the collection. You've got Batman on there and the Joker as well. Yeah, that's a nice piece. And with that last look around the gift shop then, that is going to bring this vlog here from Parque Warner Madrid to a close. And you know what? I've had an absolutely fantastic time here today. I've really, really enjoyed myself. It's been a great first visit. It's just been absolutely brilliant. I've been trying to think of negatives of the day, and there really hasn't been any at all. Operations have been really good. The park's got an absolutely fantastic layout, really well thought out. It's really well maintained. The staff here are all really friendly. They don't speak English very much, but they do try to go out of their way to kind of give you help and advice as best they can, which is really appreciated. The biggest negative I really honestly think that I've had today are wasps. There's been wasps everywhere in the park today. I don't know if you've seen me in a couple of the clips trying to bat them out the way. There have been quite a few, and it's really been quite annoying on occasions, especially when you sit down trying to eat. You've got wasps everywhere, trying to get like off-ride film like shots, and there's like, you know, wasps nests all around the bins and stuff. I don't know why. It's actually been really quite bad. So that's kind of been the biggest negative. The highlights of the day, absolutely 100% has been Batman Gotham City Escape. I think it's an absolutely fantastic addition to this park. It's placed really well, you know, right in the center of the park, right in front of those combi towers. I think it looks the part as you come through that street in Hollywood Boulevard. And I do think it's an absolutely fantastic ride. I really do. I mean, this only opened last year. This is my first visit here. But of course, before that, kind of the best you had really at the park was Stunt Fall and Superman really. Stunt Fall, that's definitely the low light of the park. That was absolutely horrendous. Superman, absolutely fantastic ride. But even so, it's good to see another addition, a nice Intamin Blitz for this park. I think that's probably what I would have suggested, something like that, that this park would have needed had I come here and Batman Gotham City Escape hadn't been here. I think it's great. Still undecided on that top hat and the ending. A little bit quirky, a little bit strange. I'm not too sure. Still have only had one ride on that. We'll get a night ride during Halloween Scary Nights, and I'll give you my final thoughts in that vlog. But yeah, I think it's been great. And like I say, operations on the whole have been great. I've been kind of lucky really. It's been hard to gauge operations, truth be told, because it's been such a quiet day at the park. Every single ride has been walk on, which, you know, has been fantastic. Has lacked a little bit of an atmosphere because of that. But for when you're visiting a park for the first time, you know, it's absolutely brilliant if you can get all those creds, all 7 creds that we've hit today with walk-on rides. Absolutely brilliant. If you've not been to this park yet, it's absolutely worth coming down to visit, if not just for Batman Gotham Escape alone. The theming around the park has been absolutely brilliant. Like I say, it's all really well thought out. Even not kind of looking at the Halloween style of the theming, just all the kind of Warner Brothers statues around has been absolutely fantastic. But the Halloween theming here has been absolutely top tier. It's been amazing. All the pumpkin people around, the witches' brooms, the lighting, the audio. It's been absolutely fantastic. I've been really, really impressed. We got on Scooby-Doo as well, the interactive dark ride. That was a lot of fun. And overall, it's just been an absolutely fantastic day. Really, really enjoyed it, and it's a park that I highly recommend coming down to visit. In terms of the next vlog coming up though, right here on Adventure Planet, well, of course, we're going to be back here, Parque Warner Madrid, for their Halloween Scary Nights. Really looking forward to seeing how this park does Halloween. If the theming is anything to go by during the day that we saw, then this nighttime spectacular is going to be awesome. Looking forward to getting in all the scare mazes, or as many as we can do, and checking out the 3 scare zones that they have here as well. That's coming up next right here on Adventure Planet. But for today, from Parque Warner Madrid, I want to thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy riding everybody, and I'll see you at Halloween Scary Nights.